Hi everyone. So today in this video we are going to learn about audible and inaudible sounds. So audible sound is nothing but the sound which we can hear. Okay, that sound we are going to call it as audible sound. And inaudible sounds are nothing but the sounds which we cannot hear. Which we cannot hear, that sound we are going to call it as inaudible sound. So we know that we need a vibrating body for the production of sound. So till now what we learned, for the production of sound we require vibrating body. That means vibration is required for the production of sound. Okay, so they are asking that can we hear the sound of all vibrating bodies? So they are saying that are we able to hear the sound, the object which is vibrating? The fact is that sounds of the frequencies less than 20 vibrations per second cannot be detected by the human ear. So, every vibrating body can produce sound, but few vibrations, that is nothing but less than 20 vibrations per second, that is nothing but 20 hertz sound is not detected by the human ear. That means that sound is not heard by the humans. Okay, the sound which is less than 20 hertz, that sound is not heard to human ear. Such sounds are called as what? Inaudible sound. Okay, as I said, the sound which we cannot hear, that means the humans cannot hear, that sound is called as what? Inaudible sound. Okay, the sound which we cannot hear. On the higher side, sounds of frequencies higher than 20,000 vibrations per second, that is nothing but 20k. 20k is nothing but 20,000 hertz, are also not audible to the human ear. That means less than 20 hertz and greater than 20,000 hertz we cannot hear. The humans are not going to hear the sound which is less than 20 hertz and greater than or more than or louder than 20 kilohertz. 20,000 hertz are not audible to human ear. Thus, for human ear, the range of audible frequencies is roughly from 20 to 20,000 hertz. That is nothing but 20 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Okay, less than that means if the sound is of 19 hertz, also we are not able to hear, and the sound 20,000 and about 20,000 or 20,001 or etc. we are not able to hear that range of sound. Remember this point, and this is the very important point. Okay. Some animals can hear sounds of frequencies higher than 20,000 hertz. Okay. So few organisms or few animals, they are going to hear more than 20,000 hertz, and that sound can be heard to only few animals, like dogs have this ability. So have you observed the earthquake? When earthquake occurs, what happened before human beings, the dogs or the cats or the animals, they are going to come to know the earthquake is going to happen or is going to arrive. Okay, so that's the reason why they are going to bark it, because they are going to hear the sound from the earth. Okay. The police use high frequency whistles which dogs can hear but humans cannot. So the police are going to use high frequency whistles. That whistles are going to listen by dogs, not by the humans. So the ultrasound equipment familiar to us for investigating and tracking many medical problems works at a frequencies higher than 20,000 hertz. So have you heard about ultrasound equipments? So the scanning, the few ultrasound equipments will be there, right? So they are and some investigating and tracking devices. All these are many medical devices which investigate or track the medical problems. They work on the frequency about 20,000 hertz, and we are not able to hear this sound. So let us go for noise and music. So what is the difference between noise and music? Both are sound only, right? Noise is also sound and music is also sound. But noise we are not able to tolerate this sound, and music we can enjoy this by listening it. Yes or no, right? So we hear different types of sounds around us. We are going to hear many sound or different types of sounds surrounding us, right? So is the sound always pleasing? Pleasing means that making you uh, a pleasant environment. Okay, always if you go in traffic, are you able to hear the traffic sounds? You are going to get irritated, right? So the sound is not always pleasant. Does the sound sometimes cause discomfort to you? Yes or no? Sometimes the noise, you are going to get irritation or you are going to get anger because of the sound, right? So some sounds are pleasant to hear and whereas some sounds are not. So some sounds that are pleasant to hear, that is called as what? Music. And some sounds that are not pleasant to hear, that are called as what? Noise. As I said earlier, suppose construction work is going on in your neighborhood. Are the sounds coming from the construction site pleasing? So you have gone through this thing, right? So your neighborhood, sometimes they are going to do some construction work, drilling work they are going to do. You are going to hear that, you are going to close your doors, windows, but even though the sound is going to hear to you and you are going to get frustrated or irritated, or you are going to become anger, right? So that sound is not pleasing to hear your ear. Do you enjoy the sound? No. Yes or no? It's always. Obviously, you're not going to enjoy that sound. Horns or buses and trucks also. So, in traffic, when you are in traffic, are you able to hear the horn sound? That thing also makes you irritated, right? So, that sound is unpleasant sound. That such unpleasant sound is called as what? Noise. The unpleasant sound which we are not able to hear or which is not pleasing to our ear, that sound is called as what? So example, in your classroom only, when a teacher is going to shout at you when you are going to make noise, the teacher used to say, don't make noise, don't make noise. Yes or no? So that's the reason she's the teacher, or a few members in the classroom also, they are going to get irritated because of other students, as they are going to make the noise in the classroom. So if all together are going to speak together, what happens? There is a product. What would be the sound produced called? It is obviously noise only. Okay. So don't make noise. Be quiet in your classroom so that everyone are going to be pleasant. On the other hand, you enjoy sounds from musical instruments, right? So you're going to enjoy the music and musical instruments that are going to make the sound. The musical sound is one which is pleasing to your ears. So sound produced by a harmonium is a musical sound. The string of sitar also gives out a musical sound, but if a musical sound becomes too loud, would it remain melodious? So sometimes what happens, your neighbors, they are going to keep the DJs at a certain level. It will be, we are going to enjoy that, but after sometimes if the sound is too loud, we are going to again get irritated, and that sound is going to become what? Noise. Okay, always the music is also not pleasant to hear, it's also sometimes it's going to become noise. Okay, so this is the difference between music and the noise. Okay, next we will go for the noise pollution. So you heard about noise pollution, right? So in your previous class, you heard about air pollution. Air pollution is nothing but we are going to leave carbon dioxide or some gases to the environment, and that gases are going to convert the environment and create a air pollution. In the same way, noise pollution is also generated. How? Presence of unwanted gases and particles in air is called air pollution. You know it, right? So similarly, in the presence of excessive or unwanted sounds in the environment, it is called noise pollution. So sometimes what happens, the in traffic only, what happens unnecessarily, the people are going to horn the vehicles, right? So unnecessarily they are going to horn it. So that creates a noise pollution. Okay. Not only that thing, few other sounds also make noise pollution. Okay, can you list some sources of noise pollution, they are asking? So let us go for that thing. Major causes of noise pollution are sounds of vehicles, mainly the vehicles, right? and the explosions including bursting of crackers, machines, loudspeakers, etc. So loudspeakers are nothing but the DJs or whatever the speakers you're going to keep that gives a unpleasant sound and creates a noise. From the machines also, it's also creating a noise pollution. So for Diwali, you're going to burst the crackers, right? That is also night pollution, and also you're going to create the air pollution too. So explosions and horns of the vehicles also creates the noise. What sources in the home may lead to noise? So let us go for few things that creates a noise in our houses. So television, if you keep the sound of the television too much, it's going to create the noise, right? So transistor radio at high volume, so radios at high volume, if you keep the volume more, the transistor radios also become or create a noise pollution. Some kitchen appliances in your mother, sometimes she is going to get frustrated and wantedly she is going to throw the utensils loudly in the houses so that everyone is going to hear. And you went through this situation, right? So that is nothing but the noise pollution created by the kitchen appliances. Okay, so desert coolers. So coolers, few coolers you have seen, they are going to make so much sound, and most of them are familiar with these sound produced by the coolers, get irritated. Okay, and air conditioners also make also all contribute to noise pollution. All these things are which are present in our houses, they are also responsible for the noise pollution. Okay, so we said that sound is of music and noise is going to produce what? Noise pollution, right? So because of this noise pollution, what are the harms we are going to get? We are going to see here. Do you know that presence of excessive sound noise in the surroundings may cause many health related problems? So you all familiar with this thing, right? The due to sound or noise, few people are going to get health related problems. So what are those? Lack of sleep, hypertension. Hypertension is nothing but high blood pressure. We are going to say high BP, right? So hypertension is nothing but high BP or high blood pressure. Anxiety and many more health disorders may be caused by noise pollution. So by noise we are going to get health related problems. What are those? High BP, lack of sleep. If they someone keeps DJ or whatever musical instruments that make more noise, that makes us not to sleep, right? So that is nothing but lack of sleep. Lack of sleep is nothing. Lack of means less sleep. Okay, we are unable to sleep. That is nothing but lack of sleep. Hypertension, high BP. Anxiety means excitement. So frustration, anger, we can say. Okay, and some other health disorders also caused due to this noise pollution. A person who is exposed to a loud sound, continuously may get temporary or even permanent impairment of hearing. So, impairment of hearing is nothing but unable to hear. They are going to lose the capacity of hearing. If sometimes you heard that when someone come and speak or talk to you loudly in your eyes, your ear is going to make some lose the capacity of hearing, right? So in the same way, when there is a high noise pollution, the few persons are going to lose their capacity of hearing, and we are going to call that as the impairment of hearing. So what are the measures we are going to take for this noise pollution so that we can limit this? Okay, we cannot control the noise pollution, but we can take some measures to control this noise pollution. So what are those? To control noise, we must control the sources of noise. Okay, how can this be done or achieved? What we have to do for this, silencing devices should be kept for the vehicles, must be installed in aircraft engines, transport vehicles, industrial machines, and home appliances. So have you heard about silencer in the bike? Some people, they are going to remove the silencer so that they can, people are going to watch them during the driving their vehicle, so wantedly they are going to remove it. So it is not to be done. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to install the silencer in aircraft engines, nothing but aeroplanes or some air engines we can say, and transport vehicles, the bus, few transporting vehicles, so bikes, all they are having some silencers, right? And industrial machines and home appliances also we are going to keep the silencers so that noise pollution will be controlled. How the noise pollution can be controlled in residential area means the area where you are going to live, your surrounding, your area we can say, okay. So how can we control there? All noisy operations must be conducted away from any residential area. So few people they are going to make some functions or they're going to make some parties, right? So during that they're going to keep some DJs or some they're going to use the musical instruments by keeping the sound too much. So that kind of thing should be banned or reduced we can say from any residential area. They have to keep some far away to the residential area so that noise pollution is controlled. So no one is going to get disturbed there. Noise producing industries should be set up away from such areas. So few industries that make the noise, machines are going to make too much noise, right? So because of this, the factories or industries that should not be kept in house in near the residential areas, they kept to be away from the residential areas. Use of automobile horn should be minimized. As I said earlier, few people in the traffic they wantedly horn the vehicles, they wantedly horn it, right? So that should be minimized. Unwantedly they're going to make some horns, so that should be minimized. Is nothing but they should use the horns less. TV and music system should be run at low volume, so you should not keep the volumes of TV and radios more, and the volume should be less. Trees must be planted along the roads and around buildings to cut down the sounds reaching the residents, thus reducing the harmful effects of the noise pollution. So, beside the roads, you are going to grow the trees so that the trees are going to absorb the sound and that sound is not reached to the houses or they are not going to reach the residential areas. So, in this way, we can reduce the noise pollution. So, what is hearing impairment? They gave some in deep here. So, let us go for this. Total hearing impairment, which is rare, which is usually from birth itself. Total hearing impairment is completely they are not going to hear. From birth we are going to see this. Total means completely hearing impairment. So not at all they are going to hear whatever the people are talking or they cannot hear at all at the lifetime. Okay. So this usually comes from the birth itself. When they born, birth only they are unable to hear. Partial disability is generally the result of disease, injury, or age. So, have you seen your grandparents? Your grandparents, they are not able to hear sometimes, okay? So, they can hear few words and they cannot hear few things, few words. Why? Because of this impartial means half we can say. They can hear half and they cannot hear half. So, this comes usually because of age. So by the birth, by the age also, we are going to get the partial impairment, and sometimes due to accidental injury also, we are going to get the partial impairment. And due to some diseases also, ear diseases, we are going to get this partial impairment or partial disability. So children with the impaired hearing need special care. So mainly the children require special care because they cannot do anything without hearing, right? No one can do anything without hearing. So it is a very essential thing we can say. By learning sign language, such children can communicate effectively. So children who are deaf, we can say deaf. Okay, so the children which who are not able to hear by birth itself, they are going to have some sign language. They are going to learn this sign language to talk to or to communicate with other people. Okay, because speech develops as the direct result of hearing. So by making some signs, they can communicate to each other. A child with hearing loss may have defective speech also. So if you observe properly, the child who is deaf and dumb, they are going to say. Maximum the people who cannot hear, they are not able to speak also. Okay, they are also have this defective speech, or they are not having complete speech also. Technological devices for hearing impaired have made it possible for such persons to improve the quality of their life. So have you seen the people who are going to keep the earphone like thing in their ears, because it is a machine, so that they are able to hear the sound. Society can do much to improve living environment for the hearing impaired and help them to live normal lives. So we have to uh, give them support to that kind of people, so that they can live the life as the normal lives. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. For more videos, please subscribe the channel.